Arresting me for what?
Well,
For what?
turn around. Okay, stop. Okay?
For what?
You crash into a bunch of cars.
I did not.
Okay, we got a bunch of calls on you. Huh?
I did not. You're not.
They
No.
got
We gotta call my attorney.
I don't care about your attorney right now, okay?
Okay, so what do I do?
Stop.
No,
Okay,
you're gonna stop. You're gonna stop. I have a right to call my. No, I have a right to call my attorney. I have a right to call my attorney. I'm not.
Put your feet in, or I'm gonna force you to put your feet in.
You call my attorney.
I'll call your attorney when you put your feet in.
I absolutely.
Put your feet in.
I did not do anything right.
Okay, then chill out and we'll figure it out in a minute. Put your feet in.
Thank you.
On April 22nd, 2024, a sheriff's deputy arrested a woman for DUI following hit-and-run allegations. This encounter raises critical questions about probable cause, Miranda administration, and the legal boundaries of arrest procedures. Let's analyze the constitutional framework that governs this interaction.
Hey, come here. Get back. Come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. You crashed into a bunch of cars.
I did not.
Yeah, you did.
I did not.
Here, take these. Take these from you.
And?
Okay, turn around, put your hands behind your back for the moment until we figure out what's going on, okay?
Okay.
Turn around, put your hands behind your back.
Okay, and? You're arresting me for what?
Well,
For what?
turn around. Okay, stop. Okay?
For what?
You crash into a bunch of cars.
I did not.
Okay, we got a bunch of calls on you. Huh?
I did not. You're not.
They got her
No.
secured
We
at
gotta
the
call my attorney.
I don't care about your attorney right now, okay?
Okay, so what do I do?
Stop.
No,
Okay,
you're gonna stop. You're gonna stop.
Man, don't make me do this bull. Okay?
Listen, we're not doing this bull.
I know, stop.
came home.
Okay, I don't care what we're doing. Okay? Now I'm gonna put you in the car.
No, you're not. I have a right to call my. No, I have a right to call my attorney. I have a right to call my attorney. I'm not.
Put your feet in, or I'm gonna force you to put your feet in.
You call my attorney.
I'll call your attorney when you put your feet in.
I absolutely.
Put your feet in.
I did not do anything right.
Okay, then chill out and we'll figure it out in a minute. Put your feet in.
Thank you. That's really tight.
Well, because you kept trying to snatch away from me.
I did not. My handcuffs are really tight. They're bleeding.
We're not bleeding.
They're hurting me really bad.
We're not comfortable.
They're really bad.
Well, you shouldn't have tried to snatch away from me.
I did not try to snatch away from you.
Well, I mean...
Please loosen them up.
Okay, I will shortly, okay? Or we'll figure it out. But if you're going to keep being uncooperative with me, I'm not going to do it.
Loosen them up.
I will if you stop being uncooperative with me shortly.
I'm not being uncooperative with you.
Ma'am, you're on Bodycam video, okay?
Absolutely, that's fine.
So,
4659, St. John, 1012, 434.
Loosen my hands up.
Alright, turn that way and you're not getting out. Turn that way. Put your foot back in.
Can you pull?
I'm looking. I'm trying to see how tight they are.
They're really tight.
Okay, turn that way. Straighten your arms for me.
I am straightening my arms.
Don't do that. Bring your arms back.
I am.
Bring your arms back.
Are tight.
Alright, they're not too tight. I haven't had a chance to look at her car. But if she's hammered, I saw her driving. So,
Got some breath damage right here.
yeah. Oh yeah, fantastic.
What did I do wrong?
I told you hit a bunch of cars in the Durban Pavilion parking lot. You got damage all over your car. We got
There's part of damage on my car for previous accident.
we got a bunch of witnesses. Okay.
Who's the accident?
A bunch. A bunch. So we're gonna deal with it shortly.
That's fine. That's fine. I didn't hit a single car.
Well, a bunch of people said you did.
I did.
And we got it on video.
Where? Show me the video.
You'll see it.
Show me the video.
You'll see it. Don't worry. Don't worry.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Please loosen these handcuffs. They're super tight.
I tried, but you weren't cooperating with me, okay?
They're hurting me.
I was trying, but you weren't cooperating.
Next time.
That's it.
Well, my name's Deputy Evans with the Sheriff's Office, and I smell a strong odor of alcohol coming from your breath. You've been drinking? Well, since you hit a car, you're involved in a hit and run. Okay,
I never hit a car. They never pulled over. No one did anything. That's what I'm saying. Like,
well, they saw you.
Okay, if they would have pulled me over, I would have said something the whole time.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, here's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I'm going to conduct a criminal investigation for DUI. Okay. And since you were seen driving a vehicle, I want to make sure that you're okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, so what we're going to do, so what we're going to do, So what we're going to do, we're going to take them off, and then we're going to do some what's called field sobriety test. There's a nice white line over there.
That works.
Come on out, young lady.
I can't.
What's your first name?
You can step out.
Anastasia.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and step out.
They
I'll take them
hurt
off.
so bad.
I'll take them off for you, okay?
No. Hold on.
You okay?
No. I'm naked.
Okay, well, I don't need to. Well, how about we pull this up for you? Bingo. We don't want you to be naked. Okay? Go ahead and turn around. We'll take them off for you.
Thank you.
All right, when I tell you to do so, what I want you to do is put your right hand on top of your head until I tell you to take it down, all right? All right. All right. I appreciate your cooperation.
Thank you, babes.
Babes? I haven't been called that in many years.
Because I'm
Babes.
a dancer. I'm a dancer.
You're a what?
Dancer.
A dancer? What kind of dance?
Adult.
Huh? Adult dancer. Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
Okay, I'm done.
We all have to make a living, right?
I sure do.
All right.
Okay.
All right, so what I need for you to do is I need for you to come over here with me, and we're going to make sure that you're okay. Do me a favor. See this line right here? What I need for you to do is put your feet together. Tell him I'm sensitive.
Who there? Somebody calling you?
Brent.
I got it.
So you don't want to do the question I've asked you? Okay. At this point, you are going to be placed under arrest.
All right,
Yes,
man.
ma'am. I will be gentle. I'm always
Hey,
gentle.
stop. You're being
I'm always gentle.
Okay.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Thank you.
I'm always,
Okay,
always
sounds good.
gentle. Okay?
Yeah.
And I'll put these nice and
Yeah.
loose on you so they
Thank
won't
you.
hurt your wrist. Okay?
Thank you. You're amazing. Thank you.
We're here to help you.
I know you are. You're being nice. He was not being nice. You're being nice.
Who wasn't being nice? My boss? My boss is a super, super nice
You're
guy.
super nice. You're being super nice. Okay. Oh my god. Hold on. Stop. My shit is flying up. My is up.
I don't need to know anything about your
Can someone like...
stuff.
We're working on it.
No. Can you like...
You're good now.
We moved you so the wind doesn't blow where things can be shown.
Thank you.
The Fourth Amendment requires probable cause for arrest. Probable cause exists when facts and circumstances would lead a reasonable person to believe a crime occurred. Here, the deputy cited witness reports of a hit and run, vehicle damage, and odor of alcohol. However, the body cam reveals a critical gap. No comprehensive field sobriety testing using NHTSA standardized protocols was documented. Under Pennsylvania v. Mims, officers may order occupants from vehicles during lawful traffic stops, but this wasn't a traffic stop. The deputy immediately moved to handcuff the subject before establishing clear probable cause for DUI. The odor of alcohol alone does not prove impairment. Modern DUI investigations require systematic evaluation. Horizontal gaze, nystagmus, walk and turn, and one-leg stand tests. The subject repeatedly requested her attorney during the arrest. This reflects a common misunderstanding. The Sixth Amendment right to counsel attaches at prosecution, not investigation. Miranda's Fifth Amendment protection applies only during custodial interrogation. The deputy correctly stated the subject had no immediate right to counsel before handcuffing. However, clearer communication could have reduced conflict. At 6 minutes 57 seconds, the deputy formally announced the DUI arrest, then read Miranda warnings before interrogation. This timing is legally sound. Miranda warnings are required before custodial interrogation, not before field sobriety tests. Field tests are physical evidence, not testimonial statements, per Berkemer versus McCarty. The subject's passive resistance escalated the encounter. She refused to place feet in the vehicle despite repeated lawful commands. Under Graham versus Connor, force must be objectively reasonable based on 3 factors: crime severity, immediate threat, and active resistance. The deputy used only physical guidance, no strikes or pain compliance, proportional to the passive resistance encountered. Courts consistently hold that citizens cannot physically resist even unlawful arrests. The proper remedy is compliance, followed by legal challenge in court. The subject's refusal to comply directly resulted in the resisting arrest charge. Even if she believed the arrest unjust, resistance created additional criminal liability and increased risk to everyone involved.
All right, at this time you are being placed under arrest for DUI, okay?
Okay.
And I have to read a few things for you, but we can do that in the car.
Okay.
All right? Come on over here.
Whoa, easy.
You okay?
No, you tripped me. What the fuck?
Come on, you can't walk very well. That's the
No,
problem.
he tripped me.
He
What
didn't
the
trip
fuck?
you. Relax.
How many?
You were being so nice to me, and now you're yelling at me.
I am.
I don't need your stuff to be here. I'll fix your tie, okay? There you go. All right. Go ahead and have a seat. I got to read you a few things, okay? I want you to pay attention, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions. Do you understand each of these rights that I have explained to you?
Yes, I do.
Now, with these rights of mine, do you want to talk to me about what's going on today?
I wonder why you calling me to the subject.
Okay. Well, we'll start with the hit and run. Okay. Over in the Petco parking lot, you hit a car. Okay. So you were seen by a person hitting their car.
Okay.
Okay. You have damage consistent with the damage.
Actually, I have damage from my previous accident 2 months ago that I didn't fix. From Mercedes. I can testify to the Mercedes-Benz accident because I was hit 2 months ago. That is not true. I can testify and I can show you the records.
Okay.
I can show you if you let me come on phone.
I'm not doing the crash investigation.
I did not.
Deputy Klauser is doing the crash investigation. And what'll happen is you'll get the paperwork for that.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I'm doing the criminal investigation,
That's fine.
and that's for DUI. Okay.
Okay.
You were seen driving a motor vehicle.
Okay.
I smell a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage
alcohol. Okay.
emitting from your breath. Okay.
Okay. And that's what you assume.
Now I can smell it.
You can smell it. So your smell
You
is
told
for
me.
alcohol. I did not tell you.
You told me that you had some drinks at the time.
No, that's not what I told you.
Go ahead and slide your feet that way.
Okay. So, what?
Slide your feet that way.
I said we can't sit
Yes.
Okay.
Slide your feet that way.
Okay.
All right.
Bingo.
I don't want you to close the door. I want you to slide.
Close the door. We'll talk about it.
No. Because if you
Put your
slide
feet
the
in.
door, you take
Put
me
your
to
feet
in.
jail.
You are going to jail. You're under arrest.
I'm not.
Okay. Put your feet in.
I'm not
If
resisting
you resist,
said-
you're going to catch another
you
charge.
said-
So I'm going to give you one more opportunity.
Sir, you
One
said.
more.
You
Put your
said-
feet in the car.
What you said was, if I am.
Sit up. Stop being ridiculous. Stop. Okay? Relax. I'm going to sit you back up and we're going to shut the door. Okay? Relax.
Yeah, just sit up, please. We're going to have to.
Can you pull her over, Josh?
We can put her.
All right, I'm going to shut this door and then we're going to have to kick her feet up. Good night.
I'm not resisting.
He's all right.
What are you talking about? What are you
And we're going to have to pull her out and tarp her, it looks like.
Yeah.
I'm not resisting. What are you talking about?
What's up, bud? Hey, I want to give you a couple updates on your mom. Okay, we've got her. She's going to be going to jail tonight.
Why?
Okay, she hit a bunch of cars in the parking lot, and she's real drunk. So, yeah. Is there anybody else that can come hang out with you, or are you good by yourself?
I'm good by myself.
Okay. Sorry to give you this news, man, but it just kind of is what it is.
Deputy Evans receives a B+. She properly administered Miranda warnings, articulated probable cause elements, and used proportional force. However, the apparent lack of complete standardized field sobriety testing and missed de-escalation opportunities prevent a higher grade. the subject receives a D. While she attempted to assert rights, her persistent non-compliance with lawful orders, misunderstanding of when counsel rights attach, and refusal to cooperate transformed a potential 2-charge case into 3 charges. Compliance while maintaining innocence was the correct legal strategy. Key lessons. Officers must conduct thorough, documented investigations using validated methods before arrest. Odor of alcohol requires corroboration through standardized testing. For citizens, assert your right to remain silent after Miranda, but comply with all physical commands. Resistance on the street gains nothing and creates criminal liability. Challenge arrests in court, not during the encounter. This case demonstrates why body-worn cameras benefit everyone. The footage provides objective evidence for legal review. Whether this arrest withstands scrutiny depends on evidence not visible on camera, witness credibility, video of the hit and run, and complete field sobriety test documentation. The courts will make that determination. What's your analysis? Did the deputy have sufficient probable cause? Was the investigation thorough enough? Share your perspective in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and check out our second channel, Street Law, for courtroom analysis and extended legal education content. Thank you for watching.